Hello,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. What did you do today?
Learn math.
Learn some math? Okay, good. What are you doing in maths? Are you doing hard maths, easy maths, multiplication, division, subtraction?
Uh,
Are you not
the
okay? Are you not sure what it's called in English?
mm,
Okay. Okay, so let's start. So we have to answer some questions about this story. So we finished that. Okay, we were on this. So before we answer these questions, let's listen to the story again so that we know what's going on. Okay, let's listen.
Lesson 1E. Exercise 2.
Imagine being totally colorblind, living in a world of greys, being unable to see the difference between red and blue or yellow and pale green. That's what life is like for Neil Harbison. He was born with an irreversible condition called achromatopsia, or total colorblindness. That would make life difficult for anyone, but Neil is an artist, and the incredible thing is, he paints in color. When Neil was an art student, he only painted in black, white and grey, because that is all he saw. He was very dissatisfied with his paintings. But one day, a young scientist called Adam Montadan visited the college to give a lecture. The two met, and when Neil explained his problem, Adam decided to try to find a way to allow Neil to see colours using sound. Neil thought it was an impossible task, but Adam made a special device that let him hear 6 colours. This is how it worked. Light travels in waves, and different colours of light have different wavelengths. Red light has a long wavelength, and violet light has a short wavelength. Adam used this fact to create a camera that measures the wavelength of the light that enters it, and then makes a sound that corresponds to the colour of the light. So, if the camera sees red, it makes a low sound. If it sees violet, it makes a high sound. Adam has now developed a much more sophisticated device called the eyeborg that allows Neil to see 360 different colours. Neil wears a camera on his head, which is attached to a laptop computer in a backpack. The computer analyses the colour and sends a sound to Neil's wireless headset. It was a bit uncomfortable at first, but Neil soon got used to it. The eyeborg has made a huge difference to Neil's art. He now uses a wide range of colours. If he wants to paint something, he points his camera at it and memorises the sound. Then he starts mixing colours, pointing his camera at the paint, and stops mixing when he hears the same sound again. Neil has had to memorise a lot of sounds, but he played the piano as a child, and this has helped him a great deal. "I've got used to all the sounds," he says. "It's noisy, but probably not much noisier than a busy city street." However, it has created some unusual problems. People sometimes think that he is videoing them, and they don't like that. Security guards occasionally ask him to leave shops. But Neil is now inseparable from his eyeborg and wears it all the time.
Okay, so now let's answer the questions. Is Neil completely colorblind?
no,
Are you sure?
just
Read this paragraph.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Okay, so is Neil completely colorblind?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, how did Neil meet Adam Montadon?
Uh, Adam's visit near college.
Okay, good. Adam visited Neil's college. Okay, what type of sound does the device make when the camera sees A, red light, and then B, violet light?
Violet line.
Okay, do you know?
Yes. Violet line.
Okay, and what type of sound does the device make? You'll find that in paragraph C. Can you read paragraph C?
Yes. Red low sound. Violet high sound.
Okay, long wavelength is for red and short wavelength is for violet. Okay, so it'll be a high sound for red and a low sound for violet. Okay, how does the eyeborg that Neil wears now differ from the first device that Adam made for him? So how is the first one and this one different? Okay, so for
The,
yes.
the old one is have less color. The new one have more color.
Good. Okay, the old one only had 6 colors. The new one has 360 colors. Okay. What else does Neil have to carry with him apart from the camera? So besides the camera, what else does he carry with him?
Mm, laptop.
Good. A laptop and a backpack. Okay. How does the fact that Neil played the piano as a child help him to use the eyeborg? You'll find the answer for that in paragraph E.
He can memorize a lot of sound.
Very good. Then number 7. What problems has the eyeball caused Neil?
People think that he's filming them.
Okay, good. Well done. Is this something that you want to see? Must I see if we can find a YouTube video about the eyeball? Do you want to see how it works?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can find one quickly. Iborg work. Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, there is a video on the Iborg.
My favorite color is infrared, and it's a color that is not actually visible to the human eye. Infrared is very, very low. It's a color that I can perceive in total darkness, and it also allows me to know if there's a movement detector in a room or an alarm. My name is Neil Harbiston, and I'm a cyborg and an artist, and I have this antenna implant that allows me to hear colors. I was born with achromatism, which is total colorblindness, so I grew up seeing things in grayscale. To me, life is just like a black and white movie. I don't see the difference between black and white movies or color movies, or a black and white photograph or a color photograph. So once I knew that I couldn't see color, then this curiosity for color started to grow and grow. I never actually wanted to see color. I wanted to sense color. To me, seeing black and white is actually positive. Like, you see better at night, or you also detect movement easily. So I never really wanted to change my sight. I wanted to have a sense of color, and it didn't need to be through the eyes. I discovered cybernetics in 2003. Before that, I was only seeing technology as a tool, and I didn't like that. I really didn't like technology. I was very anti-technology. I didn't like mobile phones. I didn't like using emails or all this. I was very separated from technology. But suddenly, when I saw that technology could be a part of the body, this opened a new world to me. So this is an antenna that picks up light frequency in front of me. So it's a color sensor. Then it sends the frequency of the color to a chip. Then the chip transposes this frequency to its corresponding note, so I can hear the frequency of the color. Well, having a new sense changes the way you perceive everything. I had no interest in supermarkets before, but now that I hear color, I find them the most interesting places in the world. Almost all supermarkets have perfect light, and then they have a wide range of colors, which are a combination of different notes, so it's electronic music in every aisle. Also, rubbish. When you see a lot of rubbish somewhere, then it can sound very, very attractive as well. So it makes you look things like dirt in a different way, because you can hear music sometimes. So this sounds F sharp, this sounds C sharp. Sounds good together. It is almost silent, but it's not completely silent. People would say it's gray, but there's many different notes. It's changed the way I perceive also people's faces, because now I can hear people's faces. The sound of the eyes, the sound of the lips, the sound of the hair and skin, and this creates a chord for each face, and each face sounds different. The most pleasing face is actually someone from Australia. So I met him in Barcelona, and I heard that he had an unusual sound. And then when I got close, he was actually C major, pure C major. He was just a random person. But now, to me, he's C major. So in 2007, I was able to perceive colors just as any other people, actually much more precisely, because sound allows you to be very precise. So the wall keeps changing sound. To me, it's a sound wall. It keeps creating a melody. Now it's shading, like it's like a siren, because it keeps going from one note to the other. I didn't see why I should stop my learning of color or my extension of color sense. So that's why I decided to include infrareds and ultraviolets, which are colors that the human eye cannot perceive. People think that color is just a few colors. Color is a huge subject. There's many, 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 many colors that we don't sense. And then I didn't see why I should stop there either. There's many more colors that are in other places that I'm not. So I didn't see why I should not add internet so that other people could share the colors that they are seeing. So if someone in America wants to send colors of a sunset, they can just connect the mobile phone to my head, and then I suddenly sense the colors of the sunset. Having internet allows me to have an eye in each continent. So now there's 5 people that have connection to my head, and they don't give this information to anyone else, because I can easily be hacked. So someone else could just connect to my head and then start sending colors in the middle of the night, which would be quite annoying. And then when I started doing this, I didn't see why I should stop in planet Earth with different continents. There's also colors in space, and this can allow me to connect to satellites. Space is very noisy because there's lots of ultraviolets and infrared and also visual colors. So it was overwhelming when I connected the antenna to NASA's satellite, because it was a lot of information. I never really felt cyborg by having the antenna. I felt cyborg when I stopped feeling the difference between software and brain, when I couldn't tell where the line was. It's a feeling that you're not using technology or that you're not wearing technology. It's feeling that you are technology. I think many people that have grown in the 20th century have grown with this fear created by comics, films, philosophers that thought that the union between humans and technology would be negative, whereas what we are seeing now in reality in the 21st century is that the union between humans and technology is extremely positive. I think now we are in a stage of transition where we'll see more and more people wearing technology permanently. People need to start seeing technology as a natural thing. It's not something external that we have nothing to do with. It's something that we've created, so we should start seeing it as well as a part of us.
Okay, so let's talk about that now, because what he's wearing now looks different to what we learned about. So now, instead of having to wear like what you see over here, the headpieces, the antenna is now directly into his head. Okay, do you think it's interesting? Do you think it's boring?
Interesting.
Can you say that again?
Interesting.
Good. Okay, so let's read the information in the Learn This box and find 5 more adjectives with prefixes in the text. Okay, so a prefix is 2 letters or 3 letters that go in front of a word to change the word. So we use it to give an adjective the opposite meaning. So comfortable, uncomfortable, satisfied, dissatisfied, credible, incredible. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so if we have an M and a P, we usually use the word IN. Okay, wait. IM. So IM will come before a P or an M. Before R usually changes to IR. So if it starts with an M, you will double the M. If it starts with an R, you will double the R. So responsible, irresponsible. And before L usually changes to IL. So logical, illogical. Okay, do you understand? Okay. Okay, so now let's add the correct prefixes UN, DIS, IN, IM, IL, or IR to the words below. So what will number 1 be?
Unresponsible.
Can you say that again?
Unresponsible.
No, remember if it starts with an R, we double the R.
Irresponsible.
Okay, irresponsible. Okay, so just
Yeah.
tell me UN, DIS, IN, IM, IL, or IR. So you don't have to say the whole word because it's a little bit difficult to hear which one you are trying to say. Okay, mature,
Immature. Immature. Immature.
okay, yes, I am. Okay, tolerant, what do you think tolerant
Tolerant.
changes?
Tolerant.
Okay, tell me is it the UN, the DIS? Which one are we using? Okay, it's intolerant, IN. Okay, legal, what do we put in front of legal?
Legal. Illegal.
Illegal, good. Honest,
Dishonest.
dishonest, very good. Literate,
Unliteral.
illiterate, okay, good. Believable,
Unbelievable.
okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. What do we start with? What goes before believable?
Unbelievable.
Good. Credible,
Incredible.
Good. Friendly?
Unfriendly.
Good. Possible?
Impossible.
Impossible. Okay, obedient?
Disobedient.
Very good. Rational?
Irrational.
Okay, remember we double the R, so irrational. Okay, good. Now, we're going to rewrite these sentences using a prefix to give the adjectives the opposite meaning. Okay, so let's do this over here. Okay, so they gave us an example for number 1. What does number 2 change to? How do we do number 2?
Bedroom quite untidy.
Good. Okay, number 3.
Illegible.
Illegible. Good. So it's a double L. Okay, number 4.
I feel my life is quite unorganized.
Good. Unorganized. Okay, I just want to see something because I think we can also use it in a different way. I just want to check. Okay, you can also say disorganized. So I just wanted to double check that. Okay, so you can use unorganized or disorganized. Okay, both are correct. Number 5.
I, I eat at an irregular time.
Irregular. Good. Okay. Number 6.
I'm quite insensitive.
Okay, say that a little bit louder. I didn't hear what you put in the front. What does sensitive change to? Could you repeat what you said, please?
Saying I'm quite insensible.
Okay, not unsensitive, insensitive. Okay. Number 7.
This chair is uncomfortable.
Good. Okay, number 8, the last one.
Irreversible.
Irreversible. Okay, good. Let's see what answers they gave us. My bedroom's quite untidy, illegible. Okay, they use disorganized. I eat at irregular times, insensitive, uncomfortable, and irreversible. Okay, good. Okay, so let's speak about it. What problems do you think a person who is totally colorblind will face in everyday life?
Not seeing color.
Okay, but what problems could a person that can't see color, what problems could they face?
Good enough.
Okay, think about a traffic light. What do we have to see at the traffic light?
Cannot draw.
Okay, cannot draw. But when we come to a traffic light, so here is our traffic light, we need to see 3 different colors. We need to see the red, we need to see the orange, and we need to see the green. So it'll be very difficult for a person to see a red light, which usually says danger, or which usually means danger. It'll be very difficult for them to see not another red light, a green light, which means it is safe.
Mm,
Okay, so what other problems do you think they'll have?
they cannot see. Uh, Traffic lights. You cannot see traffic lights.
Okay, see the traffic light? Think about how you dress when you have to put colors together to wear different colors. How do you think the person would get dressed? Maybe he wears like a bright orange shirt with bright green pants. Those 2 colors don't go together.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, so let's look at the photo. What can you tell me about the photo?
A microphone.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Microphone and camera.
Okay, microphones and cameras. Good. And what do you think is happening in this picture? Who do you think these people are?
The cameraman and famous stuff.
Okay, so paparazzi. Okay, the paparazzi are camera people that like to take photos of celebrities. So paparazzis. Why do they have notebooks? These are notebooks.
To take a sign.
Okay, to get a signature. Good. So would this person be a celebrity? What would it be? I'd say this is a celebrity and a reporter because he's got the microphone and he's right next to her. Okay, so we don't have enough time for that at the moment, and we've got like 40 seconds. Okay, so then we can stop there for today then, because we don't have much time before we have to stop, so we can't even listen to the audio. So then I will see you next week, Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day.